Let's now tell you that the Academic Staff Union Act of Universities has criticized the federal government's no work, no pay policy, calling it an act of intimidation that deepens the crisis in the education sector. ASUU FCC chairperson Sylvanus Ugo said lecturers are already underpaid and the policy only adds to their hardship. But now the fate, destiny, and hope of students only lies in the balance as they now face with an academic future that is uncertain. And joining me here in the studio is Miriam Mohammed, who has been monitoring the updates between the federal government and ASUU. Miriam, thanks for joining us on Media News.
Yeah, thank you, Demola.
Okay, so let's look at it. You had the opportunity to interact with students from the University of Abuja. Tell us, what's the pulse like?
Okay, I was at the University of Abuja yesterday in the afternoon, and I saw two students, a male and a female, at the Senate building.
Wow.
So they had come to find out what is actually going on with the ASUU issue. So I had an interview with them, and they told me that they are not happy with the current situation because they wish to, graduate on time. They don't want the academic year to be elongated because it's not going to help them. And they also wish that the federal government resolve this issue immediately because no matter what, they are the ones who is getting hurt by it, not the federal government or ASUU.
Okay, when you approached the school, was it more like a, skeletal activities, or was it just a ghost town when you approached the school?
It was a bit of both because I saw some vehicles packed on the trees and few students, but these two people were willing to speak to me. I didn't see any academic staff at all. That was the situation. Okay,
let's look at it. ASUU says it has been patient under this present administration. Do you think that it's a matter of broken promises or lost?
I think it's a combination of both because ASUU and the federal government have been going back and forth about this issue. As you know, since the inception of the Tinubu administration, ASUU has not gone on strike at all. So in their own opinion, they believe that they've given the federal government enough patience to resolve their demand. That's the 2009 agreement.
Yeah.
So which include unpaid salary arrears and the 25 to 35 salary award, among other issues. But the federal government has responded that right now they need to go into a more committed agreement because that agreement was not sustainable. So they need to go to something sustainable, in which last week they set up a chairing committee for this so that students will remain in school. And also the minister made it known that 50 billion naira had been released for arrears and allowances, and 150 billion naira have been budgeted as needs assets funds needs to be disbursed, which will be later this year. So, and they were surprised that over the weekend, ASUU declared a 2 weeks warning strike, warning that the federal government will, the federal government says it will enforce a no work, no pay policy. And while I was at the University of Abuja yesterday, the ASUU chairperson of the FCT chapter told me that that is an intimidating statement to make because for them, they have tried their best to ensure there is no strike, they fulfill their part, but the federal government is yet to fulfill their part. So they want them to act fast before it's too late.
Thank you very much, Miriam. I'm very sure you'll give us updates on what is happening within ASUU and the federal government.
Thank you so much. Thanks.